brass and iron jingling softly in my hand. Every small notch holds a promise made to this land. I carry the weight of the shelter we made through seasons of effort that never will fade. The front door at dusk and the gate at the shop, a routine of years that I never could stop. My fingers know every rough groove in the dark. Each piece of worn metal has left its own mark. I used to complain of the load in my coat. Now I feel the deep grace in the simple note. Cold brass and iron jingling softly in my hand. Every small notch holds a promise made to this land. I carry the weight of the shelter we made through seasons of effort that never will fade. The key to the trunk where the winter clothes lie, the shed in the yard where the years hurried by. They anchor my pocket, they balance my stride. A quiet devotion I carry inside. I used to complain of the load in my coat. Now I feel the deep grace in the simple note. Cold brass and iron jingling softly in my hand. Every small notch holds a promise made to this land. I carry the weight of the shelter we made through seasons of effort that never will fade. One day I will pass down this ring to my son and tell him with pride how the journey was run. It is not a burden, it is where we belong. A silent and steady, dependable song. Cold brass and iron jingling softly in my hand. Every small notch holds a promise made to this land. I carry the weight of the shelter we made through seasons of effort that never will fade. A single low light over cedar and steel. A moment to pause and remember what is real. I swept off the sawdust that settled like snow on chisels and hand planes from long years ago. My father once stood in this exact same spot, fixing the things that the world had forgot. I pick up his hammer, the handle worn sleek, and hear the old stories he no longer can speak. There is dust on the workbench and time on my hands. Now I finally see who I am and where I stand, in the curve of my palms and the stoop of my frame. I am building my life on the foundation of his name. The oil cans are rested beside rusted nails, a cabinet of cedar that weathered the gales. I measure the timber and draw a straight line, surprised by how much his reflection is mine. I pick up his hammer, the handle worn sleek, and hear the old stories he no longer can speak. There is dust on the workbench and time on my hands. Now I finally see who I am and where I stand, in the curve of my palms and the stoop of my frame. I am building my life on the foundation of his name. I used to run far from the smell of his pine, searching for worlds that were distant and far. Now nothing feels richer than sitting right here, where patience was taught through the turn of each year. There is dust on the workbench and time on my hands. Now I finally see who I am and where I stand, in the curve of my palms and the stoop of my frame. I am building my life on the foundation of his name. The dashboard clock glows 11:10. Driving home under a cloudy midnight sky. The radio plays an old song from '97 as miles of highway roll quietly by. My hands grip the leather where the stitches came loose, worn down by years of the daily commute. I press through the winters without an excuse, giving my family a lasting root. These for everyone waiting inside. My knuckles are thick and my knuckles are tired from holding the line when the hours got long. I never asked much for the things I desire, just keeping our sanctuary stable and strong. These scars on the steering wheel tell where I have been, through rainstorms and traffic again and again. A silent recorder of patience and pride for everyone waiting inside. The quiet street welcomes my car to the drive. I turn off the key and just sit for a space, grateful to know that we survived and thrived. And home is my holy place. These scars on the steering wheel tell where I have been, through rainstorms and traffic again and again. A silent recorder of patience and pride for everyone waiting inside. Yellowed envelopes tied with a faded ribbon, unspoken words from a younger man. I found them tucked deep in an old wooden chest, letters I wrote when I moved to the west. A 20-year-old in a cold rented room, trying to clear away loneliness and gloom. I wrote that I missed them, but erased every tear, and told them I slept without any fear. Letters never mailed home, lying soft on my knee, full of the pride that wouldn't let them see. I was struggling to stand on my own 2 feet, sending only good news down the quiet street. I wrote about jobs that I did not yet have, painting my troubles with hopeful salve. I spared them the worry and hid all my doubt, working until every candle burned out. I wrote that I missed them, but erased every tear, and told them I slept with let them see. I was struggling to stand on my own 2 feet, sending only good news down the quiet street. Now that I am older, with kids of my own, I read these old pages and know how I have grown. My parents knew well what I tried not to show. Their silence was love that let me grow. Letters never mailed home, lying soft on my knee, full of the pride that wouldn't let them see. I was struggling to stand on my own 2 feet, sending only good news down the quiet street. This threadbare quilt of dreams keeps us warm tonight, stitched out of patience and steady morning sunlight. Every faded patch tells a year we survived. Look at how richly our affection has arrived. The blue velvet square from your old favorite dress, the cotton from shirts that weathered our stress. We pieced it together when money was tight, covering our shoulders through many a winter night. Fraying around every edge, but stronger than ever is our silent pledge. This threadbare quilt of dreams keeps us warm tonight, stitched out of patience and steady morning sunlight. Every faded patch tells a year we survived. Look at how richly our affection has arrived. We built up a life out of simple daily care, finding contentment in what we could share. No fancy velvet or silk could replace the comfort we hold in this familiar space. The seams may be fraying around every edge, but stronger than ever is our silent pledge. This threadbare quilt of dreams keeps us warm tonight, stitched out of patience and steady morning sunlight. Every faded patch tells a year we survived. Look at how richly our affection has arrived. Let the cold wind howl outside of our door. We have all the warmth that we could ask for. 2 heartbeats rest resting beneath faded thread, a lifetime of honor in the words left unsaid. This threadbare quilt of dreams keeps us warm tonight, stitched out of patience and steady morning sunlight. Every faded patch tells the year we survived. Look at how richly our affection has arrived. The echoes in this hall are soft and clear, calling back the ghosts of every youthful year. The scoreboard is dark, but the memories stay of how we believed we would conquer the day. Shoes pressed down on the varnished wood floor. 30 years later, I walk through the door. The smell of floor wax and leather remains, a quiet reminder through sunshine and rays. We ran for the trophy and cheered for the team without knowing the shape of a true lifelong dream. The echoes in this hall are soft and clear, calling back the ghosts of every youthful year. The scoreboard is dark, the day. I stand center court where I once used to shoot. Before I wore jackets and a necktie and suit. Life proved much bigger than winning a game, and I learned to find victory without any fame. We ran for the trophy and cheered for the team without knowing the shape of a true lifelong dream. The echoes in this hall are soft and clear, calling back the ghosts of every youthful year. The scoreboard is dark, but the memories stay of how we believed we would conquer the day. I smile in the stillness and step toward the street, grateful for triumphs and lessons from defeat. The teenager inside me can finally rest easy, content with the journey and who I came to be. The echoes in this hall are soft and clear, calling back the ghosts of every youthful year. The scoreboard is dark, but the memories stay of how we believed we would conquer the day. white mug sits beside my old desk, marked by dark rings from a decade of labor. The paperwork stacks in a pattern grotesque, while I work in the silence away from my neighbor. The steam rises slowly in 5 o'clock quiet, before the office awakens with noise. I take a slow sip and quiet the riot of endless demands and misplaced poise. These stains of black coffee are badges I wear for every long evening spent sitting right there, providing a life for the ones that I love, with honest devotion and blessings above. I built a career not on genius or luck, but turning up daily when energy drained. When others surrendered, I stayed and I stuck, and looked at the practical good that remained. These stains of black coffee are badges I wear for every long evening spent sitting right there, providing a life for the ones that I love, with honest devotion and blessings above. Now I wash out the porcelain under the tap and pack up my briefcase as evening sets in. Another day finished without any gap, a quiet contentment that rises within. These stains of black coffee are badges I wear for every long evening spent sitting right there, providing a life for the ones that I love, with honest devotion and blessings above. The doorway stands open to a silent, clean room where laughter once scattered the wintertime gloom. I remember the mobile that spun overhead, the small wooden crib, and the stories we read. Now tall cardboard boxes are loaded away. My child has grown up and departed today. The marks on the door frame record how they grew, from toddler to adult in years that just flew. In the shadow of the empty room I stand, sending my blessings across this wide land. No room for sorrow, just quiet, deep pride as you walk out into the world outside. The posters are down and the shelves are stripped bare. Only moonlight remains on the old rocking chair. I fold up the blanket and smooth out the bed and hold all your childhood close in my head. The marks on the door frame record how they grew, from toddler to adult, in years that just flew. In the shadow of the empty room I stand, sending my blessings across this wide land. No room for sorrow, just quiet, deep pride as you walk out into the world outside. A home is a vessel to help wings take flight, not a cage to hold back the morning light. Go build your own future and find your own path. I will be right here with warmth and a hearth. In the shadow of the empty room I stand, sending my blessings across this wide land. No room for sorrow, just quiet, deep pride as you walk out into the world outside. I lifted the lid of Mother's sewing box today. The brass latch creaked open in a gentle way. Spools of green and cotton blue, needles lined up straight and true. A silver thimble shiny near the side where she worked with quiet, patient pride, mending elbows torn from yard play games without any complaint or speaking blame. Like stardust in the sewing box, her devotion stays, woven through the fabric of our childhood days. She patched our torn trousers and kept us all warm, a fortress of comfort in every dark storm. Hold a spool of golden yellow thread, remembering about fixing what breaks instead of throwing away. A wisdom I cherish and live by today. Like stardust in the sewing box, her devotion stays, woven through the fabric of our childhood days. She patched our torn trousers and kept us all warm, a fortress of comfort in every dark storm. Her hands were not famous, her name was not known, but look at the family that harvest has grown. Every stitch was an anchor of unselfish grace that time cannot erase from this place. Like stardust in the sewing box, her devotion stays, woven through the fabric of our childhood days. She patched our torn trousers and kept us all warm, a fortress of comfort in every dark storm. Golden autumn leaves fall on the quiet street, a peaceful season where old memories meet. The calendar turns to the chill of the year, the air becomes crisp and the evening is clear. I walk down the path past the old neighborhood, recalling the people who showed me the good, the mentors who guided my uncertain youth, the friends who spoke to me with kindness and truth. They are lanterns in the November wind, lighting the road where my steps have been, giving off warmth when the shadows grew long, teaching my heart how to stay true and strong. Teacher who saw what I could not yet see, the neighbor who shared a warm pot of sweet tea. Their small acts of grace were not written in stone, yet kept me from ever feeling alone. The mentors who guided my uncertain youth, the friends who spoke to me with kindness and truth. They are lanterns in the November wind, lighting the road where my steps have been, giving off warmth when the shadows grew long, teaching my heart how to stay true and strong. Now I Leo. They are lanterns in the November wind, lighting the road where my steps have been, giving off warmth when the shadows grow long, teaching my heart how to stay true and strong. Deep in the woods, where the creek runs so slow, I searched for the tree that we knew long ago. The silver gray bark of the old beech tree stands tall in the shadow of memory. I ran my rough fingers across the smooth wood and found the carved letters right where they stood, cut with a pocket knife back in our prime, stretched out and faded by decades of time. Faded names on the beech tree remaining intact, a quiet testament to our childhood pact. Though distance and duty have pulled us apart, the bond of those brothers lives deep in my heart. One became a doctor and one moved out west. One rest in peace, in eternal sweet rest. We went down our paths as the years rolled along, yet standing right here, I still hear our old song. Faded names on the beech tree remaining intact, a quiet testament to our childhood pact. Though distance and duty have pulled us apart, the bond of those brothers lives deep in my heart. Time smoothed the edges of every carved line, just like it settled your spirit and mine. No regret in the silence, just honor and grace for every dear friend who once shared this place. Faded names on the beech tree remaining intact, a quiet testament to our childhood pact. Though distance and duty have pulled us apart, the bond of those brothers lives deep in my heart. This is the unsung melody of the hearth, the simple true comfort that anchors our earth, not written for stages or grand opera halls, just love softly spoken inside these four walls. I traded the chase for the warmth of this kitchen, the soup on the stove and the table set neat. No longer concerned with what others are rich in, I find my whole world in the sound of your feet. The world seeks the spotlight and worries for fame. We find our wealth in the warmth of our name. This is the unsung melody of the hearth, the simple true comfort that anchors our earth, not written for stages or grand opera halls, just love softly spoken inside these four walls. The tea kettle whistles a slow steady rhyme as evening comes down on our peaceful home ground. We sit side by side, taking inventory of time, content with the quiet haven we found. The world seeks the spotlight and worries for fame. We find our wealth in the warmth of our name. This is the unsung melody of the hearth, the simple true comfort that anchors our earth, not written for stages or grand opera halls, just love softly spoken inside these four walls. Let history write about kings and their crowns. We built a fortress in small, quiet towns, a lifetime of ordinary days, well spent in deep and unyielding, honest content. This is the unsung melody of the hearth, the simple true comfort that anchors our earth, not written for stages or grand opera halls, just love softly spoken inside these four walls. A leather-bound journal tucked high on the shelf, written by a younger version of myself. I open the cover and blow off the grime to read the old dreams from another time. Halfway through the book, the blank pages begin, where life took over and duty walked in. The pen was laid down for a paycheck and mortgage, and youth's wild passions were put into storage. Uncut pages of the journal waiting for me to write the next chapter, matured and free. It was not a loss to set it aside. Now I return with a wiser stride. I read my old thoughts on art and ambition, and smile at the fire of that early edition. I have no regrets for the detour I took. Building a home was my greatest book. Uncut pages of the journal waiting for me to write the next chapter, matured and free. It was not a loss to set it aside. Now I return with a wiser stride. Now my kids have grown up in my days of more space. I dip the black pen in a quiet place. The story continues, not broken or lost, savoring life and its beautiful cost. Uncut pages of the journal waiting for me to write the next chapter, matured and free. It was not a loss to set it aside. Now I return with a wiser stride. The key turns softly in the lock, past the midnight chiming clock. I hang up my coat after 12 hours of strain, leaving behind all the pressure and rain. The house is asleep in the middle of night. God guided by one little hallway light. I step past the bedrooms and open each door, hearing the rhythm I am working for. Mellow light in the hallway, keeping us warm. A gentle beacon after every storm, hearing the quiet breathing of my family reminds me why life is a blessing to me. My daughter is sleeping with books near her bed. My son has his football right under his head. I adjust their blankets and smooth out the sheet, and feel all my weary fatigue turn sweet. I step past the bedrooms and open each door, hearing the rhythm I am working for. Mellow light in the hallway, keeping us warm. A gentle beacon after every storm, hearing the quiet breathing of my family reminds me why life is a blessing to me. The corporate worries and deadlines vanish away when I stand in this hallway at end of the day. Nothing I battle out there in the town compares to the peace when the sun goes down. Mellow light in the hallway, keeping us warm. A gentle beacon after every storm, hearing the quiet breathing of my family reminds me why life is a blessing to me. Wooden planks under my boots, cold salt air in the evening tide. I stand on the pier where I ran as a boy, chasing wild dreams of glory and joy, hoping to sail to the edge of the sea, demanding the world bring its treasures to me. The high crashing waves of my 20s are gone, replaced by the calm of a steady late dawn. The ocean still moves with its ancient deep grace, reflecting the wisdom written on my face. The fierce raging tempests have settled at last, leaving quiet waters where anchors are cast. Silent waves at the wharf, rolling in slow, accepting the rhythm of ebb and flow. No need to conquer the ocean today, just resting in peace at the end of the bay. I watch a small boat tie its ropes secured to the mooring against the gray rock. I know that true freedom is not running far, but knowing exactly right where your roots are. Silent waves at the wharf rolling in slow, accepting the rhythm of ebb and flow. No need to conquer the ocean today, just resting in peace at the end of the bay. Let the young sailors head out to the storm. I hold to the shore where my heart stays warm. A life well endured is a harbor complete, where quiet acceptance and dignity meet. The tide touches gently against the oak wood, everything answered and understood. Silent waves rolling home. Cold brass and iron jingling softly in my hand. Every small notch holds a promise made to this land. I carry the weight of the shelter we made through seasons of effort that never will fade. Front door at dusk and the gate at the shop, a routine of years that I never could stop. My fingers know every rough groove in the dark. Each piece of worn metal has left its own mark. I used to complain of the load in my coat. Now I feel the deep grace in the simple note. Cold brass and iron jingling softly in my hand. Every small notch holds a promise made to this land. I carry the weight of the shelter we made through seasons of effort that never will fade. The key to the trunk where the winter clothes lie, the shed in the yard where the years hurried by. They anchor my pocket, they balance my stride. A quiet devotion I carry inside. I used to complain of the load in my coat. Now I feel the deep grace in the silent and steady, dependable song. Cold brass and iron jingling softly in my hand. Every small notch holds a promise made to this land. I carry the weight of the shelter we made through seasons of effort that never will fade. A single low light over cedar and steel, a moment to pause and remember what is real. I swept off the sawdust that settled like snow on chisels and hand planes from long years ago. My father once stood in this exact same spot, fixing the things that the world had forgot. I pick up his hammer, the handle worn sleek, and hear the old stories he no longer can speak. There's dust on the workbench and time on my hands. Now I finally see who I am and where I stand, in the curve of my palms and the stoop of my frame. I am building my life on the foundation of his name. The oil cans are rested beside rusted nails, a cabinet of cedar that weathered the gales. I measure the timber and draw a straight line, surprised by how much his reflection is mine. I pick up his hammer, the handle worn sleek, and hear the old stories he no longer can speak. There's dust on the workbench and time on my hands. Now I finally see who I am and where I stand, in the curve of my palms and the stoop of my frame. I am building my life on the foundation of his name. I used to run far from the smell of his pine, searching for worlds that were distant and far. Now nothing feels richer than sitting right here, where patience was taught through the turn of each year. There is dust on the workbench and time on my hands. Now I finally see who I am and where I stand, in the curve of my palms and the stoop of my frame. I am building my life The dashboard clock glows 11:10. Driving home under a cloudy midnight sky. The radio plays an old song from '97 as miles of highway roll quietly by. My hands grip the leather where the stitches came loose, worn down by years of the daily commute. I press through the winters without an excuse, giving my family a lasting root. These scars on the steering wheel tell where I have been, through rainstorms and traffic again and again. A silent recorder of patience and pride for everyone waiting inside. Are thick and my knuckles are tired from holding the line when the hours got long. I never asked much for the things I desire, just keeping our sanctuary stable and strong. Survived and thrived, and home is my holy place. These scars on the steering wheel tell where I have been, through rainstorms and traffic again and again. A silent recorder of patience and pride for everyone waiting inside. Yellowed envelopes tied with a faded ribbon, unspoken words from a younger man. I found them tucked deep in an old wooden chest, letters I wrote when I moved to the west. A 20-year-old in a cold rented room, trying to clear away loneliness and gloom. I I wrote that I missed them, but erased every tear, and told them I slept without any fear. Letters never mailed home, lying soft on my knee, full of the pride that wouldn't let them see. I was struggling to stand on my own 2 feet, sending only good news down the quiet street. I wrote about jobs that I did not yet have, painting my troubles with hopeful salve. I spared them the worry and hid all my doubt, working until every candle burned out. I wrote that I missed them, but erased every tear, and told them I slept without any fear. Letters never mailed home, lying soft on my knee, full of the pride that wouldn't let them see. I was struggling to stand on my own 2 feet, sending only good news down the quiet street. Now that I am older, with kids of my own, I read these old pages and know how I have grown. My parents knew well what I tried not to show. Their silence was love that let me grow. Letters never mailed home, lying soft on my knee, full of the pride that wouldn't let them see. I was struggling to stand on my own 2 feet, sending only good news down the quiet street. This threadbare quilt of dreams keeps us warm tonight, stitched out of patience and steady morning sunlight. Every faded patch tells a year we survived. Look at how richly our affection has arrived. The blue velvet square from your old favorite dress, the cotton from shirts that weathered our stress. We pieced it together when money was tight, covering our shoulders through many a winter night. The seams may be fraying around every edge, but stronger than ever is our silent pledge. This threadbare quilt of dreams keeps us warm tonight, stitched out of patience and steady morning sunlight. Every faded patch tells a year we survived. Look at how richly our affection has arrived. We built up a life out of simple daily care, finding contentment in what we could share. No fancy velvet or silk could replace the comfort we hold in this familiar space. The seams may be fraying around every edge, but stronger than ever is our silent pledge. This threadbare quilt of dreams keeps us warm tonight, stitched out of patience and steady morning sunlight. Every faded patch tells a year we survived. Look at how richly our affection has arrived. Let the cold wind howl outside of our door. We have all the warmth that we could ask for. Two heartbeats resting beneath faded thread, a lifetime of honor in the words left unsaid. This threadbare quilt of dreams keeps us warm tonight, stitched out of patience and steady morning sunlight. Every faded patch tells the year we survived. Look at how richly our affection has arrived. The echoes in this hall are soft and clear, calling back the ghosts of every youthful year. The scoreboard is dark, but the memories stay of how we believed we would conquer the day. My shoes pressed down on the varnished wood floor. 30 years later, I walk through the door. The smell of floor wax and leather remains, a quiet reminder through sunshine and rains. We ran for the trophy and cheered for the team without knowing the shape of a true lifelong dream. The echoes in this hall are soft and clear, calling back the ghosts of every youthful year. The scoreboard is dark, but the memories stay of how we believed we would conquer the day. I stand center court where I once used to shoot. Before I wore jackets and a necktie and suit, life proved much bigger than winning a game. And I learned to find victory without any fame. We ran for the trophy and cheered for the team without knowing the shape of a true lifelong dream. every youthful year. The scoreboard is dark, but the memories stay of how we believed we would conquer the day. I smile in the stillness and step toward the street, grateful for triumphs and lessons from defeat. The teenager inside me can finally rest easy, content with the journey and who I came to be. The echoes in this hall are soft and clear, calling back the ghosts of every youthful year. The scoreboard is dark, but the memories stay of how we believed we would conquer the day. Heavy white mug sits beside my old desk, marked by dark rings from a decade of labor. The paperwork stacks in a pattern grotesque, while I work in the silence away from my neighbor. The steam rises slowly in 5 o'clock quiet, before the office awakens with noise. I take a slow sip and quiet the riot of endless demands and misplaced poise. These stains of black coffee are badges I wear for every long evening spent sitting right there, providing a life for the ones that I love, with honest devotion and blessings above. I built a career not on genius or luck, but turning up daily when energy drained. When others surrendered, I stayed and I stuck, and looked at the practical good that remained. These stains of black coffee are badges I wear for every long evening spent sitting right there, providing a life for the ones that I love, with honest devotion and blessings above. Now I wash out the porcelain under the tap and pack up my briefcase as evening sets in. Another day finished without any gap, a quiet contentment that rises within. These stains of black coffee are badges I wear for every long evening spent sitting right there, providing a life for doorway stands open to a silent, clean room where laughter once scattered the wintertime gloom. I remember the mobile that spun overhead, the small wooden crib, and the stories we read. Now tall cardboard boxes are loaded away. My child has grown up and departed today. The marks on the door frame record how they grew, from toddler to adult, in years that just flew. In the shadow of the empty room I stand, sending my blessings across this wide land. No room for sorrow, just quiet, deep pride, as you walk out into the world outside. The posters are down and the shelves are stripped bare. Only moonlight remains on the old rocking chair. I fold up the blanket and smooth out the bed, and hold all your childhood close in my head. The marks on the door frame record how they grew, from toddler to adult, in years that just flew. In the shadow of the empty room I stand, sending my blessings across this wide land. No room for sorrow, just quiet, deep pride, as you walk out into the world outside. A home is a vessel to help wings take flight, not a cage to hold back the morning light. Go build your own future and find your own path. I will be right here with warmth and a hearth. In the shadow of the empty room I stand, sending my blessings across this wide land. No room for sorrow, just quiet, deep pride, as you walk out into the world outside. I lifted the lid of Mother's sewing box today. The brass latch creaked open in a gentle way. Spools of green and cotton blue, needles lined up straight and true. A silver thimble shiny near the side where she worked patient pride, mending elbows torn from yard play games, without any complaint or speaking blame. Like stardust in the sewing box, her devotion stays, woven through the fabric of our childhood days. She patched our torn trousers and kept us all warm, a fortress of comfort in every dark storm. I hold a spool of golden yellow thread, remembering the soft words she once said about fixing what breaks instead of throwing away. A wisdom I cherish and live by today. Like stardust in the sewing box, her devotion stays, woven through the fabric of our childhood days. She patched our torn trousers and kept us all warm, a fortress of comfort in every dark storm. Her hands were not famous, her name was not known, but look at the family that harvest has grown. Every stitch was an anchor of unselfish grace that time cannot erase from this place. Like stardust in the sewing box, her devotion stays, woven through the fabric of our childhood days. She patched our torn trousers and kept us all warm, a fortress of comfort in every dark storm. Golden autumn leaves fall on the quiet street, a peaceful season where old memories meet. The calendar turns to the chill of the year, the air becomes crisp and the evening is clear. I walk down the path past the old neighborhood, recalling the people who showed me the good, the mentors who guided my uncertain youth, the friends who spoke to me with kindness and truth. They are lanterns in the November wind, what I could not yet see. The neighbor who shared a warm pot of sweet tea. Their small acts of grace were not written in stone, yet kept me from ever feeling alone. The mentors who guided my uncertain youth, the friends who spoke to me with kindness and truth, they are lanterns in the November wind, lighting the road where my steps have been, giving off warmth when the shadows grew long, teaching my heart how to stay true and strong. Now I am the elder who holds up the flame to pass down the kindness that has no proud name, to shelter the young when the cold breezes blow, and pay back the debt that I gratefully owe. They are lanterns in the November wind, lighting the road where my steps have been, giving off warmth when the shadows grew long, teaching my heart how to stay true and strong. Deep in the woods where the creek runs so slow, I searched for the tree that we knew long ago. The silver gray bark of the old beech tree stands tall in the shadow of memory. I ran my rough fingers across the smooth wood and found the carved letters right where they stood, cut with a pocket knife back in our prime, stretched out and faded by decades of time. Faded names on the beech tree remaining intact, a quiet testament to our childhood pact. Though distance and duty have pulled us apart, the bond of those brothers lives deep in my heart. One became a doctor and one moved out west. One rest in peace in eternal sweet rest. We went down our paths as the years rolled along, yet standing right here I still hear our old song. Faded names on the beech tree remaining intact, a quiet testament to our childhood pact. Though distant just honor and grace for every dear friend who once shared this place. Faded names on the beech tree remaining intact, a quiet testament to our childhood pact. Though distance and duty have pulled us apart, the bond of those brothers lives deep in my heart. This is the unsung melody of the hearth, the simple true comfort that anchors our earth. Not written for stages or grand opera halls, just love softly spoken inside these four walls. I traded the chase for the warmth of this kitchen, the soup on the stove and the table set neat. No longer concerned with what others are rich in, I find my whole world in the sound of your feet. The world seeks the spotlight and worries for fame. We find our wealth in the warmth of our name. This is the unsung melody of the hearth, the simple true comfort that anchors our earth. Not written for stages or grand opera halls, just love softly spoken inside these four walls. The tea kettle whistles a slow steady rhyme as evening comes down on our peaceful home ground. We sit side by side, taking inventory of time, content with the quiet haven we found. The world seeks the spotlight and worries for fame. We find our wealth in the warmth of our name. This is the unsung melody of the hearth, the simple true comfort that anchors our earth. Not written for stages or grand opera halls, just love softly spoken inside these four walls. Let history write about kings and their crowns. We built a fortress in small, quiet towns, a lifetime of ordinary days, well spent in deep and unyielding the simple true comfort that anchors our earth. Not written for stages or grand upper halls, just love softly spoken inside these four walls. A leather-bound journal tucked high on the shelf, written by a younger version of myself. I open the cover and blow off the grime to read the old dreams from another time. Halfway through the book, the blank pages begin, where life took over and duty walked in. The pen was laid down for a paycheck and mortgage, and youth's wild passions were put into storage. Uncut pages of the journal waiting for me to write the next chapter, matured and free. It was not a loss to set it aside. Now I return with a wiser stride. I read my old thoughts on art and ambition, and smile at the fire of that early edition. I have no regrets for the detour I took. Building a home was my greatest book. Uncut pages of the journal waiting for me to write the next chapter, matured and free. It was not a loss to set it aside. Now I return with a wiser stride. Now my kids have grown up in my days of more space. I dip the black pen in a quiet place. The story continues, not broken or lost, savoring life and its beautiful cost. Uncut pages of the journal waiting for me to write the next chapter, matured and free. It was not a loss days astride. The key turns softly in the lock, past the midnight chiming clock. I hang up my coat after 12 hours of strain, leaving behind all the pressure and rain. The house is asleep in the middle of night, guided by one little hallway light. I step past the bedrooms and open each door, hearing the rhythm I am working for. Mellow light in the hallway, keeping us warm. A gentle beacon after every storm, hearing the quiet breathing of my family reminds me why life is a blessing to me. My daughter is sleeping with books near her bed. My son has his football right under his head. I adjust their blankets and smooth out the sheet, and feel all my weary fatigue turn sweet. I step past the bedrooms and open each door, hearing the rhythm I am working for. Mellow light in the hallway, keeping us warm. A gentle beacon after every storm, hearing the quiet breathing of my family reminds me why life is a blessing to me. The corporate worries and deadlines vanish away when I stand in this hallway at end of the day. Nothing I battle out there in the town compares to the peace when the sun goes down. Mellow light in the hallway, keeping us warm. A gentle beacon after every storm, hearing the quiet breathing of my family reminds me why life is a blessing to me. Wooden planks under my boots, cold salt air in the evening tide. I stand on the pier where I ran as a boy, chasing wild dreams of glory and joy, hoping to sail to the edge of the sea, demanding the world bring its treasures to me. The high crashing waves of my 20s are gone, replaced by the calm of a steady late dawn. The The ocean still moves with its ancient deep grace, reflecting the wisdom written on my face. The fierce raging tempests have settled at last, leaving quiet waters where anchors are cast. Silent waves at the wharf rolling in slow, accepting the rhythm of ebb and flow. No need to conquer the ocean today, just resting in peace at the end of the bay. I watch a small boat tie its ropes to the dock, secured to the mooring against the gray rock. I know that true freedom is not running far, but knowing exactly right where your roots are. Silent waves at the wharf rolling in slow, accepting the rhythm of ebb and flow. No need to conquer the ocean today, just resting in peace at the end of the bay. Let the young sailors head out to the storm. I hold to the shore where my heart stays warm. A life well endured is a harbor complete, where quiet acceptance and dignity meet. The tide touches gently against the oak wood, everything answered and understood. Silent waves rolling home.